So, what I'm doing in this video, I will explain how I made my Harley Quinn mallet for my Halloween costume this past Halloween. And it looks like this. And I will explain all the things I used, and I'll even paint a little over the parts that chipped off. I'll explain the products I used and how I made this part and stuff like that. So, what I used for these lovely mallet parts, I took two whey protein containers, and what I did was I hot glued them together. I hot glued these together at the center, and I hot glued them together at the center here, and well, you can't really see it because it's covered up with tulle, and then what I did was to get the stick in, which I bought this stick at Walmart for $1 probably. And what I did with the stick is I took a lighter, and at the base area where you're gonna stick the stick in, I lit it and got it all melty because it's plastic. And I made a hole where I burnt it, and then I think I even did that on the top here. And what I did was I then obviously I stuck the stick in, and then I put hot glue here at the top, so that would keep it in place. And then I put hot glue around the base here, so that would keep it in place. And then after I let that dry, I started painting these. And what I used for the paint was just some cheap paint I bought from Walmart. It was 50, 60 cents, something like that. And it's called Apple Barrel, and I got it in, what is this color here? I don't know, it's just red and black and purple. And what I did was I took these and I painted one side black and one side red. Then I turned it over and I painted again one side black and one side red. Then I decided that I wanted to add a little purple. So I took it, and around here I put some purple, and you can see where it's chipped because this is really cheap paint. If you want this to stay for a while, I recommend buying not 50-cent paint. And so then I did that, and I had to go over this several times to get it dark enough, and because it kept chipping, because it's very cheap paint. Anyway, and my music just messed up. Then I painted one circle thingy black and put a red diamond, obviously, and then one red and put a black diamond. And then what I did was I took some tulle. If you don't know what tulle is, it's the stuff that you use to make tutus. And I took some and I started hot gluing it at the base here by the stick. And then I took some and I just started tying some white tulle here so it could give it more decoration. And then after I glued these there, which you're probably, if you do it like I did, you're probably going to burn your fingers in the process, because I burned the absolute crap out of my fingers when I did this. And then I took some black tulle, which is like right here, I put it around the base here to cover up the hot glue. And then I just like wrapped it around here to cover up the places where I glued these on. And then after I got all that done, I painted the stick. And I did the like swirly pattern because I thought it looked cool. So now I'm going to show you how I'm going to like cover up, chip more places like this that I painted, and I'm going to show you like the type of brushes I use and stuff. So, take this, and what I'm using here is just one of these paint things, and what I use for the paint brushes is just some standard paint brushes, crappy, the paint. Okay, and I got the paint, and what I did was I put a little paint on the thing, which is what I'm doing now. If it'll come out. Oh god. And then I think I'm just gonna do this with the purple. And I dipped it in the is it dipping? Yeah, it's dipping in there. And god, this is gonna be hard. I took it and I started painting over stuff like that. And you just paint it, obviously. This is a very generic video. And it's going to take not very, but like a lot of coats to fully cover everything. But that's basically it. The paint will chip. If you get the cheap paint like I did, then it will chip with time. And I made the mistake of like laying this on the floor, so it chipped a lot more. So I just laid it against a wall after that. And like if you plan on keeping this for a while, then I recommend like getting some kind of something that seals paint on objects and stuff. So that's about it. Next time I might do a like makeup tutorial for the Harley Quinn makeup that I used. So